Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. During their 40th meeting in Muscat, the interior ministers of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries approve a project on a unified Gulf tourist visa. The winners of Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature in its 10th edition are announced. The Ministry of Energy and Minerals signed a memorandum of cooperation in the fields of carbon capture, use and storage, and the development of blue hydrogen in the Sultanate of Oman. And the second edition of the Omani Conference of Islamic Banking reviews modern products and sustainable investment opportunities. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Majesty King Norodom Sihamoni of the Kingdom of Cambodia on the occasion of his country's National Day. The Sultanate of Oman chaired the 40th meeting of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries' interior ministers in the Governorate of Muscat. During the meeting, the interior ministers approved the unified Gulf tourist visa and the launch of the first phase of a project of linking traffic fines electronically among the GCC countries. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Interior. Their Highnesses and Excellencies, the Interior Ministers of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, arrived in the Sultanate of Oman earlier to participate in the annual meeting of Interior Ministers. "29 deputy public prosecutors today took the oath of office before His Excellency Sayyid Mohammed Sultan Al Busaidi, Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Judicial Council. Sayyid Mohammed congratulated the prosecutors on their selection as members of the judiciary and urged them to exert efforts and devote their time to serving the process of justice. It is worth noting that the recently appointed deputy public prosecutors obtained the postgraduate diploma in judicial sciences after a 2-year course at the Supreme Judicial Council. They also completed practical training at public prosecution branches in different areas and at specialized jurisdiction offices. The legal oath comes in implementation of what is stipulated in Article 11 of the Public Prosecution Law issued by Royal Decree number 92/99, necessary to start judicial work, join the public prosecutor, assume the secretariat of the public lawsuit, and apply laws with all neutrality and justice. The Sultanate of Oman stressed its firm position in condemning the violations of the Israeli occupation forces and making all efforts and endeavors with brotherly countries and international organizations for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire, stopping the escalation and working to ensure the urgent flow of humanitarian and relief aid. This came while His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, the Foreign Minister, chaired the annual meeting in Muscat with Their Excellencies, the ambassadors and head of diplomatic missions and international organizations accredited to the Sultanate of Oman, which led the discussion of the tragic conditions in the Gaza Strip and the severe suffering of the Palestinian people as a result of the military operations by the Israeli occupation forces, which violated rules of international humanitarian law. The winners of the Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature in its 10th edition were announced. This year's edition was allocated to 3 main fields: media and communication studies under the culture category, film direction under the art category, and novels under the category of literature. Dr. Abdullah bin Khamis al-Kindi won the award in the category of Media and Communication Studies, while the Algerian novelist Wassini al-Raj won in the novel category. Meanwhile, the award in the category of cinematography was withheld. The Ministry of Energy and Minerals signed a memorandum of cooperation in the field of carbon capture, use and storage, and the the development of blue hydrogen in the Sultanate of Oman. More details in the following report.
Aiming to form an expertise house that contributes to the development of the regulatory and strategic framework in the field of carbon capture, utilization and storage, and blue hydrogen development in the Sultanate of Oman, the Ministry of Energy and Minerals signed a memorandum of cooperation with Petroleum Development Oman, Oman Shell, OQ Gas Networks, and Oxy.
CCUS is a key pivotal lever for the Sultanate and globally for reducing emissions from hard to abate industries such as cement, steel and chemical manufacturing. Today we signed terms of reference to put together regulatory and policy framework for the Sultanate of Oman. The Ministry of Energy and Minerals is leading this effort through the structure of the team that is made from the ministry and the industry players from the oil and gas sector and the national entities.
The memorandum of collaboration came as part of the government-led initiatives focused on carbon capture technologies and blue hydrogen production to achieve Oman's energy transition strategy.
Today was a milestone in which we cemented our approach towards CCUS, carbon capture, utilization and storage. This is one of the many tools that Oman is looking at. We're looking at energy efficiency, electrification. We're looking at introducing greater penetration of renewable energy, low carbon molecules such as hydrogen and its derivatives. And CCUS is also a fundamental tool set that we want to bring in. There have been some different initiatives happening within Oman, and this framework brings them all under one umbrella. So we have a core team that is led by the Ministry of Energy with some of the industry giants who have a vested interest in seeing the CCUS market evolve.
Oxy and OQ Gas Networks also signed a memorandum of understanding to jointly study potential carbon capture, utilization and sequestration projects in Oman.
Oxy is very excited to be part of this, to support the MEM and have the MOU with OQGN. It's very important for us. We're very committed to being part of the collaboration to get CCUS, enhance oil recovery, direct air capture, and to be able to achieve net zero by 2050.
The carbon capture, utilization, and sequestration technology presents promising solutions to reduce carbon emissions and achieve net zero, particularly in the oil and gas production sectors, industries, and fossil fuel-based power plants. This collaboration will further boost potential investments within the commitment of the Sultanate of Oman to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh Bukhalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
The second Omani Islamic Banking Conference aims at enhancing the achievement of economic through Islamic finance solutions. More details in the following report.
The Islamic banking sector contributes to achieving economic growth and meeting the aspirations of individuals and companies. In recent years, the sector in Oman has seen significant development and accelerated growth. The second session of the Omani Islamic Banking Conference comes in light of the sector's ability to create sustainable investment opportunities by accelerating its growth and enhancing its contributions to driving the wheel of social and economic progress in the Sultanate of Oman.
It's a privilege to be here and to talk about the Islamic capital markets, mainly the importance of these capital markets in supporting the overall Islamic ecosystem. In addition to that, the support which has been extended by Mithaq Islamic Banking in the form of issuing different instruments.
The conference discusses two main themes. The first is towards an Islamic banking sector that meets future opportunities, and the second revolves around challenges and solutions to expand the range of Islamic products. The conference also reviews papers on sukuk and Islamic funds and the opportunities for sustainable investment, financial technology and digital innovation, in addition to challenges and solutions within the sector.
Islamic finance is an important component of our financial sector. It's growing. However, we need more of expansion for both conventional and Islamic finance. Oman is really moving to a new stage of development, which asking for more finance. So Islamic finance definitely is playing an important role, and we are looking for more participations.
It's noteworthy to mention that as of the end of last September, the total assets of Islamic banks and windows reached 7 billion Omani riyals, an increase of 13% on an annual basis.
Still to come in our news bulletin. A graduation ceremony held for the College of Health Sciences. The 12th Women Magazine Annual Conference and Awards was launched today with the theme Women Empowerment to Lead the Future. More details in the following report.
Women's Magazine Annual Conference and Awards discusses through its papers tools and roles for the empowerment of women in building their future, where it reviews the efforts exerted in this regard.
The Women Awards Conference is a yearly award and conference that highlights the importance of the contribution of professional and non-professional women in Oman in different sectors and in private and government sectors as well.
The panel discussions at the conference were about the role of partnerships in building a better future for women to enhance their capabilities to participate more effectively in various fields. This would achieve the principle of partnership and equality of opportunity. The conference also saw the launch of the 4th edition of the Elite Book, which included reviewing some successful women models and learning about their experiences and accomplishments.
The conference highlights different topics related to how to develop women in the workplace, how can women develop an ecosystem to support each other's growth. It also highlights the achievements that have been achieved by different leading and key females in the Sultanate of Oman.
The conference also discussed in its session papers about real leaders who make leaders, the impact of women's presence in decision-making within organizations, and other topics that concern women and brighten the future.
The Public Establishment for Industrial Estates Madain signed 2 agreements for the establishment of industrial projects in the fields of furniture and vehicle oils. The total volume of investment amounted to 2.8 million Omani riyals. Madain classified that the mattresses production project will be established on an area of more than 5,000 square meters at a value of 2 million Omani riyals, while the vehicle oils production project will be established on 8,900 square meters with an investment amounting to 800,000 Omani riyals. Strengthening cybersecurity in the Sultanate of Oman and reviewing the tasks of the Electronic Defense Center are the most prominent topics of the Cybersecurity Symposium held in Al-Zahira Governorate. The symposium also touched on the themes of the National Cyber Defense Strategy, the use and protection of data, and monitoring and alert statistics on government sector networks. A graduation ceremony held for the College of Health Sciences of the Ministry of Health under the patronage of Her Highness Dr. Sayyida Muna bint Fahd Al Saeed, Assistant Vice Chancellor for International Cooperation. More details in the following report.
A College of Health Sciences of the Ministry of Health held a graduation ceremony where 479 individuals from various health specialties completed their studies successfully. The ceremony was held under the patronage of Her Highness Dr. Muna bint Fahad Al Saeed, Vice Chancellor for International Cooperation, Sultan Qaboos University. During the ceremony, graduates received their certificate of bachelor degrees, acknowledging their remarkable dedication and perseverance throughout their education tenure.
We're really happy that we have graduated from Oman College of Health Sciences and got a bachelor's degree in nursing.
Also, I would like to congratulate my colleagues from other health facilities that graduated with us.
Also, I would like to stress that we are well prepared and ready to enter the work field in all healthcare facilities around the Sultanate.
The occasion marked a significant milestone in the journey of health sciences studies and achievements of these 39 group, the fifth batch. Professor Mustafa, Dean of the College of Health Sciences, said 5 years of efforts exerted by these graduates, each in their own field, pharmacy, nursing, medical imaging, physiotherapy, health information management, and medical lab, they are now ready for work. The graduates have expressed their gratitude to the government and to the college teachers and parents. They have also expressed their appreciation of higher quality of education they have received, on which they are well motivated to render their services in any of the health institutions across this beloved country, Oman. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. During their 40th meeting in Muscat, the interior ministers of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries approved a project on a unified Gulf tourism visa. The winners of Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature in its 10th edition are announced. The Ministry of Energy and Minerals signed a memorandum of cooperation in the field of carbon capture, use and storage, and the development of blue hydrogen in the Sultanate of Oman. And the second edition of the Omani Conference of Islamic Banking reviews modern products and sustainable investment opportunities. With that, we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night and enjoy your evening.